Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing my personal placement cheat sheet, and this is going to be the exact strategy that I use to secure my placement opportunity. If you're preparing for campus placements or job interviews, this is going to save you a ton of time and keep you focused. Think of it as a shortcut. Instead of spending months trying to figure things out, you're going to know exactly where to put your energy. Stage 5 is all about what happens after you hit submit and after you walk out of that interview. Now this part can either make or break your success. The first step is organization. Don't just apply and forget, track everything. Whether it's in a spreadsheet, notation board, or even in a Word document. Include columns for company name, role, date applied, current status, notes, feedback. Because it stops you from double applying, missing deadlines, and forgetting which versions of your CV that you used. And if you haven't heard back within like 10 to 14 days, just send a polite follow-up email. Something like, just checking in on the status of my application, and I'd be grateful for any feedback. It shows that you are intuitive, and it just keeps you on their radar. Here's the tough part, rejection. But listen, rejection is part of the process. Even top candidates here know. The key here is to not take it personal, because a lot of the factors are out of your control. Sometimes it may simply be due to the time that you applied. You might have a great CV, but you just applied late. So don't take it personal. When it happens, here's a few things you can do instead. Ask for feedback if possible, though not all companies will give you feedback, but if you do get some feedback, it will help you understand what you can do better the next time. Take a moment to reflect on what you think went well and what could have used some improvement. Update your CV or interview approach if you start noticing some patterns. For example, you get to the second stage interview 3 times, but you don't pass the technical test. Spend a week revising algorithms and problem solving. That's not failure, that's progress. And if you get an offer, first of all, congratulations, but don't rush to accept it right away. Take your time to read the offer thoroughly, check the location, check the duration, the pay, the expectations, ask questions if anything is unclear, and if you're waiting for other companies, it's perfectly fine to request just a little bit additional time to consider the offer, but don't stretch it. And of course, once you accept the offer, it's time to celebrate. Let your academic team and placement coordinator know that you've gotten an offer so that they can start working on the steps to somewhat facilitate it. Some universities have different rules, so just ensure that you update all necessary parties and start preparing for an early onboarding. Just take a little bit of time to brush up on some tools and the technologies that the company uses so that when you're there, at least you'll have some sort of familiarity with them to assist your onboarding process. But what if you're still waiting or still applying? The process doesn't actually stop. Set a weekly review. Go over upcoming deadlines, rejections, new listing. Keep refining your CVs and cover letters. Stay active on LinkedIn and with your network. So if you've been building the momentum since stage 1, this process is going to feel a lot less overwhelming because you've already built systems that are going to keep you moving forward. Bonus tip. Here's how to make the most of downtime while you're waiting to hear back. Take online courses from platforms like LinkedIn Learn, Udemy. Build a small project, even a simple one can show some initiative. Volunteer for university society or a particular role that might be relevant. And ask a friend, mentor, or lecturer to do some mock interviews with you. This will just help you prepare and get ready. Every small step adds some depth to your profile, and you'll thank yourself for it later. And that's it. Those are the 5 stages of my placement cheat sheet. From the groundwork to applications to interviews and even what to do after that. This is the exact process that helped me, and I hope it can help you too. If you found this valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know where you are in your placement journey. I'd love to hear more from you.